Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Last time, we are 5 years into the future. Got ourselves a new hideout, got ourselves a bunch of new curse breakers, and the realm is still going to pot. Ugh, it is just, it's horrible, man, it's horrible. Seriously. The Empire decided to use, well, I guess we used their opportunity to attack that central country to destroy Drake's head. But unfortunately, it's not good for the realms, not good for anyone involved. On the plus side, I have my Chocobo back! Oh, that was much needed. Gav, talk to me, buddy.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
Sheesh.
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel.
True
Now
enough.
sit down, you fool.
Ah, there you are, Jill. Grab a seat.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
Mm-hmm.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Really? You think they'd be more pissed off about the fact that they did it, not that they didn't do it first? Sheesh. Alright, let's start looking at some of these. Drake's head. It towered over the holy capital of Oriflamme, and then in the year 873, it fell at the hands of Cid the Outlaw, the first one. Drake's tail, the mother crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion. It is one of only 5 remaining in Valisthea, well, 4 now, and is the largest of its kind. Silhouetted by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tail is truly a wonder to behold. For the Crystalline Dominion, what's left of them? Eesh. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move, carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon, proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own with which to intimidate the interlopers. Huh. That's an interesting thought. I've been seeing a lot of people theorizing online that if they do any DLC for this, it's probably going to be for a dominant that isn't in this game. And we'll talk about that later. As for the Holy Empire itself, after suffering the ignominy of losing Drake's head to an audacious assault by the outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sights on the mother crystal of its nearest neighbor, the Crystalline Dominion. Sunbreak's legends duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed the imperial capital at Twinside. This brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthea and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dhalmekians.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sanbreque. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
Yeah.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Yeesh. Fun world. Fun world.
They'll never see us coming.
Yep.
It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
But which one? Dhalmekians? I'm really hoping it's the Dhalmekians. I want to put
4 mother crystals
freaking
remain in
Kuzma
storm
down.
and ash. Drake's breath near Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
We're going for the Iron Dominion then?
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle,
Uncle?
Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Yeah, no one ever mentioned this guy before, huh? The Crystalline Impasse, a conflict fought between the Holy Empire and the Republic of Damechia in the year 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. That's the conflict that's literally about to happen. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact, but in 873 the Empire claimed Twinside for its new capital. We knew that. Drake's Breath. One of Valisthea's 5 remaining mother crystals. Again, 4 remaining. Located on the volcanic isle known as the Iron Blood in Benenledra, in the seas between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom. Though its occupation can historically be traced to the Duchy, control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflicts. And the 7 high houses. We haven't heard this before. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rosfield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the Empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reigns.
Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
What, you just now figured that out, Gav? I've been here for 5
Uncle's
years.
name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Oh, Uncle's probably going to be a right pain in my ass. Oh, is our little Moogle set up with his hunt board? Otto's counter is now open. And ooh. Well, what does Otto's counter have for me? The following hideaway facility is now available. The Alliant Reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. All 3 are located near Otto in the mess. Sounds like the game is really starting to open up now.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Well, clearly we're waiting for me to deal with all the side quests that probably just populated the world. I see one hiding all the way here in the backyard, the fruits of her labors. That is, that's not a small walk, good sir. That is not a small walk at all. Well, might as well get going.
It's not these.
Moving on now, Martel. You'll try your apples soon enough.
Aha!
See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
Seems like you're getting
It's
somewhere.
good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Wow.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Oh, all right. I can do a delivery quest.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some.
Good.
Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Aw, that's sweet.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
It's nice to see him actually care a little bit about something other than just the plants. I actually get money for this one. Nice. Alright, I just need to drop these off to the curse breakers then, which I'm guessing... Perfect, puts me right by Otto's place. Hey, you all says? Fresh apples.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel apples.
Martel,
Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll be.
Oh.
She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
I wonder how long it's going to be before Clive reclaims his own name. Oh. Got another one, huh?
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
There you are. One Martell apple for you. Guess I have to deliver these in order.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
Mm-hmm.
Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Oh, no, Otto.
Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Jeez, you don't make me go back to the backyard?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples.
Yeah.
I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Fair enough.
But I'm planning
All
a
right,
journey.
Goat, what you got?
How are you doing?
Any new major side
Anything
quests I
catch you
need to
eye?
pick up? Nothing there. Nothing there. Wow.
Seen enough?
Doing good so far. Desiree!
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up.
Ah,
I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
what is this? Uh-huh. Listen to the patron's
Here's everything we've
whispers.
received and everything promised.
Ah. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown. Ah, this is the point of this resource. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper and the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown levels and accept any donations available. Oh, that's sweet. Expand renown to unlock Berserker Ring. Talk at the tea house. Oh, wow. 400 ability points.
Here you are.
Damn. And a meteorite.
You earned
Very
this.
nice. Oh, the blood axes? Heartstruck Dogger. Oh. Okay, so there's definitely a good reason to be getting all these side quests done. If we're gonna get random loot from them like this, so worth it. Nectar! Clive, there you are, Cooper. I've been looking all over for you. I've literally been here twice
What's the
now.
matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Cooper.
The hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Cooper. I all knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need to remind you, Cooper, I am the mightiest of all the Muggles. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the greensword can measure up to me. So I need you to slay them all, Cooper.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help,
we'll take care of it ourselves.
I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then, and keep an eye on all the billets to get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. Well, let's see. What do we got on the line? Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board, in hopes that the fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay these notorious marks. Interesting. Yeah, we already found the one. The frickin' Ahriman. We've got an Angel of Death, rank C, in Clearview Sunbreak. A trader coming by way of Cairn Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. And ooh, a big dragon, Belphegor, the Broken Hilt Rosaria. Ooh. Mayhaps we shall play with these. I'm hoping these will actually let me remember them somewhere in my menu. Possibly like in a journal marker? Hello. Oh, these are all blocked off. Pooh. No wonder there's no side quests around at the moment. I was hoping they'd be in the journal, but clearly they're not. All right. Let's go drop off this side quest and move on with the main story to the point where I can actually get to those new areas. Or get back to the old areas, which would be nice too.
Ragged as goat's locks.
Oh my goodness. Look at these two.
I don't know. You go first.
Don't worry, Torgal won't bite.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Very nice, very nice. There we are. So my renown's not spent when I get those. Ooh, and it's a curiosity. Cool. Another little bib and bob for the old hideaway. All right, and with that, there should be no more side quests here. So let us move on to the world map. Still locked out of everywhere else, so all we can go is Hawk's Cry Cliff. Southern Rosaria. Not the fondest sounding
Do you
area.
think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Torgal? What's up, boy? What you got, kiddo?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
Oh. Now it's your turn?
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
To the end indeed. Aw. Come here, boy.
Come on.
It is Duke and Cloudy out. Bloodlines. Oh, she gonna have a kid there?
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely.
Oof.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Sounds good to me. Big old fallen structure over there. Wondering if that... Was that the old castle? Maybe. Alright, what's going on here?
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Black shields? Oh, hell no.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
This place is whipped.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Can we divert and just go back to Rosaria and kick Mama's ass?
Like
Because seriously, she deserves it.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours.
Gaia Blade. No, that's weaker. That's weaker. Increases limit blade generation about by 6% when taking damage. That's not bad. Don't really need it. But I will take this Orchestrion roll just so I have it.
Disappointed.
Because I've apparently generated sufficient inventory space. My old swords. My old stuff. My old materials. Actually, can I just... Oh yeah, there's a sell all valuables, which is nice. Because this just sells everything that's only good for money. That's 5k right there.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
No, you probably won't.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
But I just got here.
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Hmm.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Jesus. You guys are nuts. I just gotta find the right person.
Join the garrison.
There you are. That's all I needed.
You seen him, didn't you?
Hmm?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands.
Firebrands? I was hoping that would actually be on here. Amber, a sleepy settlement nestled amongst the lofty peaks of southern Rosaria. Located far from the capital, its people survive by trading what produce they can coax from the stony soil, and with little else they can gather from the surrounding hills. And the Viceroy. After the incorporation of Rosaria into the Empire, Emperor Sylvester elected not to rule the new province directly, but to make it a viceroy with Rosalith as its provincial capital.
If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
Firebrands.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
The guy was even commenting on the brand scar. Oof. That's not good.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Wow, Clive. Little awkward there.
Telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Sheesh.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger.
That seems odd.
The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone.
I love the whole, I have no idea who you are, but clearly you're a danger. It seems odd.
Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Ugh.
Then we shall be on our way.
This is a fun place. Sad little village.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing.
Yeah, hitting a little
We
close to
still don't
home
know who
there.
the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire?
Your uncle?
A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Hopefully.
Perhaps.
This one only had a little bit of information. Alright, where are we headed next? This is starting to connect back up to the other map. The Imperial Province of Rosaria is like this whole thing, and are these travelable now? Sweet. That's awesome. Too bad I don't remember where in Rosaria we were supposed to find that hunt mark.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Mm-hmm. Hence the reason I'm on my Chocobo. What the Hold up. Excuse me? There are fallen constructs active in here.
We're not alone.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Ultima? Probably. Takes care of them. Not too bad there. Now what is this thing? Bull's horn braid? It was a chest? I thought it was an enemy. Instead it gave me an accessory. What is this? Bull's horn braid. Increases lunge damage by 5%. That's not terrible. Uh-oh. That, however, is very much terrible. Hello, ladies. Have a twister. I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
It's over.
Like, I didn't have to do anything. I just set these two abilities down together, and that's it. They go to work. Oh, that combination is a little broke. I'm gonna be honest. This is not the place I want. Oh god, more black shields. Preemptive!
Don't let them surround you.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not. There you are. Now come and get me! That wasn't too bad. Where are we going? Down and around, down and around. Yeah, I see the spot you want me to go. Give me half this. Oh, this was guarded. Fine. Jesus. That little lightning rod plus the aerial blast is stupidly good. Oh.
It's still wet.
Torgal. Black shields? Yep.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Mm-hmm.
Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Yeah, that we will. I want this caster gone.
Fire and flame!
Get him! Farewell.
That was way too easy. Oh, you guys are too easy. Now, about that interrogation. I feel like I'm owed some answers here.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Oh, shit.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Yep. Well, this got out of hand really fast. Crud. It's not hoping things would go this badly, but I guess I can't get that lucky. Make for the Old Hill docks. Come on. Come on, Clive! black shields.
Find something, boy. Death.
Ugh. Did you just burn the whole village down?
Found her.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's it. We're diverting missions, Clive. We're going after these black shields. We're going after your mother. Like, we have to. Like, this shit's gotta end. Good Lord. This is horrible.
This was my mother's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Yeah, this is disgusting. And the only thing new we got is the Viceroy, huh? One of her first acts as Viceroy was to institute a new order of knights, the Black Shields, who were dispatched to every corner of the province to maintain order. They would later come to serve as her personal army, settling her grievances against bearers and ducal loyalists. Why she has a beef against bearers is still beyond me. God
I will
dang.
learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Man, that is just wrong on so many levels. Why? Why would you do this?
Like this?
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Ugh. Knowing my luck, they are. God dang, look at this place. It's just been thrashed. Everyone in it's gone. Hello. Got a treasure chest. Ah, it's a goblin coin. It's cash.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Probably not. Considering how salty these jerks are. Seriously. Hello? I do see people.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Damn.
Why did
Damn.
me? I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Let us through,
Passage
bugger.
to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Be gone.
I'm ex-army, and I could probably take both of you guys in a fight. No? Pooh.
They're all Rosarian.
Mm-hmm.
But this is their home.
Yeah. Mommy Dearest is really screwing the pooch here. Something fierce.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Thanks. Sounds like a fun place to visit. Uncle, what kind of crazy place are you running? Ooh. The Silken Strand. Wait, that sounds familiar.
Boris, what happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Can I get in here? I cannot. Cypress Docks.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Oh shoot. There's a lot of camps here.
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Viceroy's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
And you jealous bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, away with you, filth.
Oh boy. We're gonna have to sneak in the back way.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Mm-hmm. Back to the old ruined mansion we saw a little bit ago.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no.
Yeah.
My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Yep. Thought so.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No. It's probably full of monsters.
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns. Oh dear.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Or maybe they just aren't that many of them in the first place. I can't get that lucky though. No, I'm sure there's a whole legion of the bastards. My goodness. Any side quests pop up because of that main story moving? Doesn't look like it. It does happen every now and then. Alright, is this gonna be an action stage? Come on. The Lazarus District. I'm here. Now what?
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything here? Where is it? Come on. What's the plan here, game? I've already entered the Lazarus District. Or do you want me to cross this gate? That's what it is.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Oh, footpads. Fine.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
They're gonna shut the gates on us, aren't they? Fine. Fine. You guys want to sign your own death warrants? That's all right with me.
Or not.
Lazarus bandits. You guys are weak. 21s? You guys are nothing. There we go. Enemies bested. I'm actually building up a nice little stockpile of ability points again. I mean, that bunch I got from the renown
I've
bonus
only ever
helped.
seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Oh.
It can't be. I was there when you died.
Oh. Extra Zarian guards? I might have just found myself an army. Or at least a decent-sized squad. Yep.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed.
You have naught to fear from us.
No way! Wade? Little Wade? Oh, no way! Oh, no. Oh. Though he did all he could to return the favor that he owed to Joshua for saving his life as a boy during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Wade was to meet the same fate as the prince. Oh. He thought he was dead. Oh, and the Lazarus District. An exclusive walled residential area situated just outside the eastern edge of Port Isolde. It was once the jewel in the city's crown and home to many of the nobles of the duchy. However, after the Empire moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Port Isolde was all but abandoned, and this once great district was soon overrun with thieves and cutthroats, who used to be part of the ducal army.
Founder, it really is you.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So wait.
Oh, we found a friend. Gonna recognize Jill?
We can speak inside.
Oh, guess not. Yeah, sorry for kicking the butts out of all the first squad there, but you know they didn't really recognize me all that well. Ah, they even have a standard.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far.
You stay here and harass them constantly.
We banded
Nice.
together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
Guardians of the Flame? Oh, yeah, there he is. He got a new thing. Though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. Oh, I love it. I love it. A clandestine group of ducal loyalists who lead the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. We're abandoning the Mother Crystals, by the way. That is on hold until Mommy Dearest is on her knees in front of me. Straight up, we're taking her down. We have to. Many of their number are drawn from those who survived the imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in 860, who know full well the Empire's involvement in the duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside Port Isolde, from where they conduct their raids to free bearers from the imperial yoke. The flame brands. You're the flame brands that the shields were looking for.
Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
Yeah, that's true.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Her son?
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp.
She has a new son? I don't see one. We do have the Purge of Eastpool here, though. The Purge was a brutal attack on the Rosarian village of Eastpool, yep. Annabella Lesage, Holy Empress and Viceroy of Rosaria, ordered that all bearers being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those loyalists who had given them shelter. In the ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned.
They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
We're going with you. We are definitely going with you.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Come on, we have to go with them. We have to.
Yours and ours.
Mm-hmm.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping you'd say that.
That's the plan. Let's go.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I have got to introduce you to the Cursebreakers.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Mm-hmm. Hello. I'll take that. You saying that there's a shop here.
Show them that the fire in our hearts.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Well, your equipment's not the greatest. But I will take a restock on pots.
As you wish, my lord.
What is this? Elixir. Instantly restores all HP. Oh, damn. Its asking price is bloated to so great an extent that few soldiers can actually afford it. I don't think I really need this. Like, I'm not going to say no if I pick up one.
The crystals go with you.
But I don't really think I need it.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed.
Oh, let them come.
While the Black
I'll tear them
Shields have
apart.
an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Nope.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Good.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
I still can't believe we found shields all the way out here. Guys have your own
Thank
little
you, Sir
resistance group.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Alright, black or white. Let's go for it. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Oh. Like if I suddenly, start popping side quests here and there, or in this case, I've lost access to all the obelisks. Haven't I? Yep, all of them. Not a single obelisk is available at the moment. Make for Buett Bridge. It's a bit of a haul, but we'll make it.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
It does. Can't go anywhere without it, trust me.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Uh-oh. There's people here. Hang on. I was going to use my Chocobo to go flying through here, but I think I want to hear conversations instead.
Look at me sideways.
How was the Black Shield?
Yeah.
Come along now.
You find another bridge.
Bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Oh, let's tear him a new one. A big new one.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Oh, I'm a-coming!
Die along with your flame!
And yeah, I know phrasing.
For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Oh, we'll swear on this, buddy. Yeah, let's add the freaking thing in here too. Any left? The captain's still here, huh?
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh, alright, fine. I'll deal with you.
Nice try.
More dragons.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances.
I have no freaking iconic abilities. Yeah, that was terrible. Ooh, way too early. Way too early with that hit. Uh-oh. Something bigger? Oh!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Oh, come down here and try, buddy. You are hardly the first Dragoon I've taken on.
I needed that.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Working on it.
To me!
There we go. There we go. Much better. Ooh, nice little payday there. Imperial Link. And a Dragon Talon. Crafting materials, both.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
Hopefully.
It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Hopefully.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Damn vicious cycle here.
The nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die.
Oh, if Joshua
and
were
her
here.
loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
Good idea.
A sound strategy, my lord.
There we go. Quest complete. Man, I am so glad we got Wade. Hey, 20 renown out of that too. And a level. Very nice. Check anything new in the old lore tablet here. No, not a dang thing.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians.
Good.
And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows.
Oof.
Where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
And I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Oh? Another emblem for me.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Nice. The burnt blade. Dude, I'm gonna need like a...
with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
Eesh.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Man. As I was saying, at this rate, I'm going to need like a Boy Scout or an Eagle Scout sash to carry all these emblems I'm carrying around. Port Isolde. Rosfield Manor. All right. A port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalith rivals it for size, and in the glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valisthea. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sandbreek's occupation has seen everything from marketplaces to military institutions subverted to the will of the Empire.
How accommodating.
Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
I notice I don't have my sword.
So to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Some heavy footfalls.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
You gonna recognize me, boy? Huh? Byron Rosfield, there we are. Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Portisold. After the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. Oh.
Clive Rosfield died long ago.
If only I did. But nope. Still here.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
Come on, man. Don't you have any dirty personal history?
Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Is he reenacting a play here? Oh, there you go. Come on. It's really us. There goes the axe.
The infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Dude, your acting sucks.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once.
Oh, he's crying. Come on, bring it in. Come on, Uncle Byron, you need a hug.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
There we go.
Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Seriously, you think Torgal would have been enough
Always
clue?
were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Oh my goodness. You two, I swear. Alright, can we actually see what this play is about now? There we are. The Saint in the Sectary. A beloved Valisthean fable wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of Saint Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madu. The story was a favorite of the young Clive Rosfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall and his rambunctious Uncle Byron making a convincing Madu. That's going to come into play later, isn't it?
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
My goodness. This has just been a day of reunions.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
I like that. The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Maybe literally.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
Ah.
And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
I'm the second Sid.
You're always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Oh my god.
This will be fun.
I really do like this guy. I really do. I got me a boat. Nice big boat, too.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Come on, Jill, spill it.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
The kids.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Not your fault, Jill.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
You are no monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Oh, would you two just kiss already, please?
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
And clearly she needs the companionship. There's nothing new here.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Mm-hmm. That there is. That there is. This is going to take a couple weeks, and probably have time for some more side quests. Well, well, well. Things are starting to heat up and get interesting. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Game of Crystals. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.